Assalamu alaikum. In today's video, we are looking at another game of Mikhail Tal which he played against Bent Larsen. Why am I showing you this game? Because Mikhail Tal finished this game in just 22 moves. Mikhail Tal was playing as a white in this game, so he started with the e4 and now c5 Sicilian defense, knight to f3, knight to c6 and now d4. C captures on d4, knight captures on d4 and now knight to f6 attacks the e4 pawn and now knight to c3 defend the e4 pawn. d6, bishop to g5, e6 preparing this bishop to e7 and now queen to d2 preparing this queen side castling. Bishop to e7, queen side castle and now a6. a6 is a very important move in this position because this move stops these two knights and this light square bishop from coming to this b5 square. Because of a6, black can also play this queen to c7 and later he can play this b5 and a5 where he can start the pawn storm for Mikhail Tal's king. Mikhail Tal played the f4 preparing this e5, and if the black king castle on the king side, Mikhail Tal can also play this g4 or h4 move. Black played queen to c7, bishop to e2 connecting the rooks. Knight captures on d4, queen captures on d4 and now b5. Black is pushing his pawns on the queen side. Mikhail Tal did the same, he played the e5. Mikhail Tal knows that his opponent cannot castle right now, that's why he wants to open the center so that he can punish the black king. Black played d captures on e5, f captures on e5, attacks the knight, so knight to d5. Mikhail Tal bishop is hanging, so that's why he played bishop captures on e7 and black played knight captures on c3. If in this position Mikhail Tal saves his bishop, then knight captures on e2 is just winning for the black because of this royal fox. And maybe that's why black was thinking that Mikhail Tal would play queen captures on c3 and then black can play queen captures on c3 and after pawn captures he can capture with the king and then he can continue the game. But Mikhail Tal didn't save his bishop, he didn't capture this knight, instead he played bishop to f3 attacking the rook and also defending this knight to e2 check. If in this position black saves his rook with the rook to b8, that is a blunder because now Mikhail Tal can play a brilliant bishop to c6 check. There are only two moves for the black. If black play queen captures on c6, then queen to d8 is a checkmate. So let's say you don't capture this bishop but you play king captures on e7, but now queen to c5 check and black is forced to play queen to d6, but now queen captures on d6 is a checkmate. That's why in this position you cannot play rook to b8. Let's say you play rook to a7, but now bishop to d6, and when this queen moves, Mikhail Tal can easily win this knight. But if black play in this position knight captures on a2, again Mikhail Tal can play king to b1 and still Mikhail Tal is winning this knight. That's why in this position saving this rook is not a good idea. The best move for the black is to play knight to e2 check, and after bishop captures, queen captures, black can easily continue this game. But black missed this idea and he made a blunder with the knight captures on d1. So now Mikhail Tal didn't capture the knight, he played bishop to d6. Black played queen to c4 offering the queen exchange, but Mikhail Tal denies it with the queen to b6, and with the queen to d6 the black rook is trapped. So now knight to f2, black is offering the knight, but Mikhail Tal denies it with the bishop to c6 check. There are only two moves for the black. The first one is queen captures on c6, but that is just winning for Mikhail Tal. That's why he played bishop to d7, but now bishop captures on d7 check, king to d7, and now Mikhail Tal played queen to b7 check, and if you play king to e8, then queen to e7 is a checkmate. That's why in this position black played king to d8. When Mikhail Tal captured the rook, then black can play queen to c8, and yes, Mikhail Tal captured the rook. Queen captures on a8 check, queen to c8, and after queen to a7, black resigned in this position. The reason is simple, because Mikhail Tal is forking the checkmate on the e7 and this knight on the f2 square, and if black continue the game in this position, he can play queen to d7, but after queen captures on f2, king to e8, and after rook to d1, this position is just winning for Mikhail Tal because he has the extra bishop and ongoing attack, and that is the reason why black resigned in this game. So I hope you like this brilliant game of Mikhail Tal, and if you like it, please like this video, subscribe to this channel to get more amazing and inspiring content.